Good evening, dear Toastmasters. I, Sergeant at the Arms, Toastmaster Abid Khan, welcome you all to the meeting number 469 of Arabian Toastmasters. Before starting this meeting, I would like to tell you some of the ground rules of this meeting, that we should not discuss about politics, sex, and religion. We should keep our microphone in mute mode when somebody is speaking. And we should also keep our mobile phone on the silent mode. The mission of this club is to support and to provide the positive environment to all the members so that they will improve their leadership skills and communication skills, which will help them to improve their personal growth and to improve their self-confidence. To preside over tonight's meeting, we are having our vibrant and multi-talented Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal Agarwal. She's a doctor by profession, and she believes that every negative has a positive thing, and every challenge is an opportunity for all. So please help me to invite our President, Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal Agarwal. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abid, for this pleasant introduction. Dear Arabians and guests, very warm good evening to all of you, and welcome to the meeting number 469. Do we have any guests to introduce? I have my guest, Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid. She is a member of NISA Toastmaster Club. Welcome, Toastmaster Nilofer, to our meeting.
Thank you so much, dear.
Do we have any more guests to introduce?
There is one Aisha Tazin.
Yeah. Madam Aisha, could you please introduce yourself and welcome to this meeting?
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to be a part of this Arabian Toastmasters meeting number 469. Thank you all for the invitation. Thank you, Dr. Sheetal Agarwal. I'm really honored and blessed to be in your company.
Thank you, ma'am, and welcome to this meeting number 469. Are there any more guests to introduce?
Yeah, today we have, Toastmaster Nilofer. Toastmaster Nilofer from NISA Toastmaster Club and she's a member of 3 different Toastmaster clubs. So today is our guest as well as a speaker.
Welcome, Toastmaster Nilofer. Now let me invite our vibrant secretary, Toastmaster Vasanti, to read out the minutes of last meetings. Toastmaster Vasanti, over to you.
And sorry, we have Aisha Tazin also. I missed out. Aisha Tazin. Also, she's our guest today. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am, we introduced her.
Yeah, good evening, Toastmasters, and thank you, Madam President. Arabian Toastmasters meeting number 468 was held on Wednesday, 28th October 2021, virtually over Zoom platform. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Abid Khan called the meeting to order at 7:10 p.m. and read out the mission statement of Toastmasters International. Madam President Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal Agarwal started the meeting by congratulating everyone for 19th club anniversary and introduced the Toastmaster Saida to propose the toast to Arabians. After the toast, Toastmaster Ravish was introduced as master of the ceremony. Timeline video of Arabian success for the past year was shown to everyone. Chief guest address was delivered by Dr. Syed Hamid. Toastmaster Rahul Agarwal inaugurated Atc Reading Corner and provided few further details of the library. Energetic Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha conducted most awaited Great Arabian debate session for the year. Topic is, what's more important, beauty or brains? After the break, felicitation of dignitaries was done by Toastmaster Ravish. Later, debate results were declared by Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha. Winners for the evening were Best Debate Team, Team A, Toastmaster Abhilash. Best Debater from Team B is Toastmaster Ashik. Best Debate Teams, both Teams A and B. Certificates of the appreciation for level completions of individuals, Toastmasters was given by Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha, Dr. Sheetal Agarwal. Dynamic Leadership Level 3 completion by Toastmaster Arun Vasan. Leadership Development Level 3 and 4 by Toastmaster Vijay Lakshmi. Dynamic Leadership Level 5 by Toastmaster Arul Shankar. Vote of thanks was delivered by Toastmaster Arun Vasan. Total participants were 37 and meeting was adjourned at 9:42 p.m. Thank you and over to you, President.
Thank you, Madam Vasanti. Are there any corrections to this just read out minutes of last meeting? Having heard none, I take this as a true report of the last meeting. Thank you, Madam Vasanti. Dear Arabians, to start with, let me say that it is our thought process that make us rich and not how much money we have in our bank accounts. So can anyone tell me the difference between spending and investing? Yes, anyone?
Going to Lulu and buying unnecessary things is spending, and investing and paying our membership due is investing. That is spending.
That's great. That's great. Anyone else?
Yes, may I?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Spending is without any purpose, and investing is with a purpose. You have a genuine reason for it, and it brings you the results.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. Yes, spending means giving money to pay for goods or services and pass time in a specified way or in a particular place. Whereas word meaning of investing is to commit money in order to earn a financial return or to put time into building a relationship. In short, to make a use for future benefits or advantages. I remember one of my school classmates, we used to play basketball together and represented our school at different levels. Though she was not good in studies, but was an extraordinary on ground. She always used to come to school nicely dressed up and always had a best sports shoes on the ground. I believe that she belongs to a rich family until one day I visited her house to hand over a trophy. There I saw her in a torn and a soiled clothes. Out of my curiosity, I inquired about the situation, and to my surprise, her father was cobbler. There I couldn't stop myself to inquire further. My straightaway question was, why you are spending so much on her when she is not good in education? Her father said to me, my dear, mind your language. I'm not spending. I'm investing on her. I'm investing on her sports. I'm investing on her health. I'm investing on her relationship with others in the world. I'm investing on her future. And ultimately, I'm investing on myself. When my family is happy, I am happy. When they have good future, I have a good future. When they have good health, I'm mentally and financially healthy. I never consider anything as a spending, but I'm continuously investing. To add here, she played basketball up to the national level and secured a good government job on the basis of her sports career. That day, I realized the basic difference between spending and investing, and it is spending is about consuming a resources like money or time without getting anything back in return. And investing is also about consuming a resources, but you have a realistic expectation of getting something in return for having spent that resources. So dear Arabians, next time whenever your family asks money for shopping, don't feel sad and remind yourself that they are investing on their lifestyle. Okay, jokes apart, same applies here in Toastmasters meeting. Here we are not spending our time. We are investing our time to improve ourselves. So to improve yourself further, let us now enter into the education session tonight. Today, to lead us throughout the meeting, we have Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal as a Toastmaster of the day. He is current Division L Table Topics champion. He strongly believes in continuous learning and supporting each other for the betterment of everyone. So let us welcome Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal as a Toastmaster of the day. Welcome, Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal, and over to you.
Thank you, President and Presiding Officer, for that elated introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening, and welcome you to yet another scintillating Arabian Toastmasters Club meeting. A meeting that gives us a platform to speak up, to express ourselves, to enjoy ourselves, to improve ourselves, and most importantly, to be ourselves. And what else can be better than being your Toastmaster of the day? Friends, life is beautiful and life is illogical. No matter how good a planner one is, life poses us with unforeseen circumstances. Often, we have never thought of. Last 2 years have taught us a lot, isn't it? The theme of the day, expect the unexpected, means not to be surprised by any unusual event. If something could go wrong, most probably it will. When one of my mentors suggested me this theme, it immediately caught my eye. Perhaps because it is a phrase of an oxymoron, which means the contradictory terms are put together. I thought about this theme and realized most of the times I have been facing unexpected events. A flat tire on the way to office, a missed train due to high traffic, a full house in Tambola game, a lucky draw win. The time when I stand on the weighing scale and the time when I cook food are some of the occasions I am faced with the unexpected. The other way to look at it is don't expect too much. That way we can live happier and contented. It's a great food for thought. We can discuss it later also. So with that, let's begin today's session. To conduct today's session, I have a team of impeccable Toastmasters who have kindly accepted their role as assignees. To start with, we have our club president, Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal, in the role of general evaluator. I would introduce her later in the session. Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal, can you please explain your role as general evaluator?
Good evening once again. As a general evaluator, my goal is to observe and evaluate everything from the beginning to the end of the meeting and to lead a constructive evaluation session when called upon to do so. I will wrap up the entire proceedings of the meeting, complementing good practices and indicating the areas requiring improvement. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal. Next, as grammarian and word master, we have with us the club secretary, Toastmaster Vasanti Sai Krishna. Let me introduce her. She is working as a teacher in Al Mutasam International School, and she has started her own play school as well, and she has running it successfully since last 10 months. Toastmaster Vasanti is an active Toastmaster contributing to club and division activities. About the theme of the day, she believes one should not be surprised by unusual events. Life has given many surprises to her, and she looks forward with excitement to whatever may come. What a brave thought. Toastmaster Vasanti, can you please explain your role as grammarian and word master?
Good evening, Toastmasters. My role as the word master is to introduce a new word as the word of the day. And today's word is dubious. Word of the day. Pronounced as dubious. It's adjective. Its origin derives from the Latin verb dubere, to hesitate in choice of opinions or courses. It is related to the Latin word for to do. Definitions: unsettled in opinion, doubtful, giving rise to uncertainty, such as of doubtful promise or outcome, questionable or suspect, as to true nature or quality. Used as in, I was dubious about the plan. What he said yesterday was dubious. The practice is of dubious legality. Synonyms: debatable, disputable, dodgy, and so on. And antonyms: certain, indisputable, questionless, sure, etc. I request all the Toastmasters to use dubious as a word of the day in your speeches, and my role as a grammarian is to listen to all the members and make note of the good and not so good usage of the language. Also, note down the use of the word of the day and report the same at the end of the education session when called upon to do so. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vasanti. Next, as timer tonight, we have a highly dedicated and committed Toastmaster. He is Toastmaster Manoj Kumar. Toastmaster Manoj is working as a business line manager in maintenance industry for last 15 years. He says it is normal to face unexpected things. The important thing is to be calm, analyze the situation, and just do the needful. What a calming thought. Toastmaster Manoj, can you please explain your role as the timer?
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul Agarwal, for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to all Toastmasters. My role as a timer today is to keep track of the time for all the speeches and evaluation sessions. For the prepared sessions, speeches, we already mentioned the timing. And for table topics, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes with an additional grace period of 30 seconds. Yellow light shall be shown at 1.5 minutes. For evaluations, the minimum qualification time is 1.5 to 3 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds on either side. Yellow shall indicate end of 2 minutes. I will report the exact time taken by each speaker at the end of each session when called upon to do so. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. As our counter tonight, we have a Toastmaster who has joined the club recently, but has made a distinct mark for herself. A promising, young, budding Toastmaster, a postgraduate in academics, a teacher by profession, and blessed with a happy family. She is Toastmaster Anjali Srikumar. About the theme of the day, she believes everything in the world happens for a reason. We must accept the reality and keep our faith. Acceptability to a situation is the way to live on. What a powerful thought. Toastmaster Anjali, can you please explain your role as our counter?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, Mr. Madam Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including er. Also, not when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as or this means. At the end of the meeting, I'll report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjali. As Zoom Master and vote counter, we have an enthusiastic and energetic Toastmaster. He is Toastmaster Abid Khan. Toastmaster Abid is working in VFS Global Company based in Jeddah. About the theme of the day, he says, life is uncertain and sometimes we expect the unexpected. But in such situations, we should never become stressed and should deal with patience and positiveness. Toastmaster Abid, can you please explain your role as Zoom Master and vote counter?
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. My role today, will be the role of Zoom Master and vote counter. I was dubious to perform this role because I'm performing this role first time. But due to the support of our vibrant President, Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal, I'm confident that I'll perform this role in a good manner, and I'm sure that you will be happy. I wish all the best to all the speakers. And thank you, TMOD Rahul.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abid. And last but not the least, we have a very experienced Toastmaster in the role of table topic master. Well, there was a last minute change in this role assignment, and today the table topic session will be conducted by Toastmaster Shanti Rekha. I would introduce her later. With that, we finish the introduction of all the assignees. And now we can straight away begin with the education session. Tonight, we have a line of 3 speeches. Toastmaster Libby James, are you there in the meeting?
Toastmaster Rahul, Toastmaster Raghunvasan will be the evaluator for Toastmaster Shanti.
Okay, so let's begin our education session. Our first speaker tonight is Toastmaster Shanti Rekha. She is attempting her first speech from Pathways Level 3. Our evaluator is Toastmaster Arun Vasan. Toastmaster Arun, can you please explain the speech objectives?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Dr. Shanti Rekha will be attempting a project planning and implementing. The purpose of this particular project is for the member to practice developing a plan and bringing that plan to fruition. Some aspects of planning and implementing this in a small scale project. The time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. All the best, Dr. Shanti Rekha. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arun Vasan. Toastmaster Shanti Rekha is a well-known personality in Toastmasters fraternity, a pride for Arabians and inspiration for many Toastmasters like me. To me, she is nothing less than a superwoman. To say that is the least about her achievements and accolades. About the theme of the day, she says, expect the unexpected is one of the most important things we have learned the hard way from the COVID-19 pandemic, and we have to be prepared for it. Toastmaster Shanti Rekha. Title of the project is Set Up to Clean Up. Set Up to Clean Up, Toastmaster Shanti Rekha. The floor is all yours.
Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Timer, please note it is a 2 to 3 minute speech.
Sure.
Thank you. Plans are nothing, but planning is everything. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul, fellow Toastmasters, good evening. We all love picnics, right? Yes. In between our hectic schedules and busy life, we all crave for some free time to spend with our near and dear ones. Family picnic is a great idea, whether planning a trip to the pub, a concert on the grass, or Shakespeare under the stars. Winter is a perfect time to plan a perfect picnic. Being the home minister, I was given the task to plan for the perfect picnic. And that was the object. The main objective was to get the family together. We had many dinner meetings to mull over the points, like which is the best spot, how to access to the picnic spot, and many more. And once we got the answers, we started implementing. It was decided for Saturday, along with another family. We booked a hotel for the entire day, located 2 hours from the city Mumbai, that is Lonavala. And it was year 2018. We prepared a picnic basket which included all the necessary items like plenty of napkins, mug repellents, etc. And yes, the most pivotal item is safety kit. We prepared enough snacks and packed more than enough food for the day. As we all know, when we are with friends and out, it increases our appetite. And can we forget? Guess what? We always do in picnics. Yes, games. I and my daughter planned a variety of fun-loaded games. Then the D-Day, we hit the road at the crack of the dawn to ensure to spend more time at the picnic. We were all on cloud 9. Reached the spot. It was a beautiful and excellent garden, a cottage surrounded with lawn, running over the circles and overlooked a lake. We played many games like animal search in the clouds, dump rats, etc. Finally, we were too tired to play anymore. We had a lavish lunch. So, Toastmasters, I really had a wonderful time over there. The lessons learned were from setup to cleanup happens only with proper planning, and implementing any projects and or any events will be successful. The recent example of DLC 2021 with a great planning by our chair, DTM Vijay, it was a great success. Someone sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree long time ago. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shanti Rekha, for that very expressive speech. I was literally enjoying the picnic as you were delivering the speech. Our second speaker tonight is Toastmaster Arun Vasan. And to evaluate his speech, we have a tall leader and a motivator, distinguished Toastmaster Vijay Kumar. Distinguished Toastmaster Vijay, Can you please read out the speech objectives?
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. Toastmaster Arun Vasan will be attempting Pathways Level 4, Speech 1. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a change management plan. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a change management plan. Time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Arun, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Vijay. Toastmaster Arun Vasan is a gem of a person, a mentor of mentors, an inspiration to everyone around him. His smile is contagious. He says life is full of surprises and shocks. And that's what life is. We need to take both with the same response. There's always something good in all adversities. We just have to look a bit deeper. Golden words of wisdom, I would say. Toastmaster Arun Vasan, title of his speech is Me and My Kids. Me and My Kids. Toastmaster Arun Vasan, the floor is all yours.
Thank you. Am I audible? This Toastmaster of the day. Yeah, thank you. I got the thumbs up. When nothing goes right, take left. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guest, a warm good evening to all of you. I have stopped controlling my, I'm having a better control over my anger ever since I have joined your classes, and I owe this to you. When there are people fighting with me, I don't really respond. I don't bother. I take it very easy. These are just few of the feedbacks I have got from my kids, whom I have been training on moral values for about 10 years. A decade ago, I was standing near a traffic signal. And then this thought came to me, am I doing enough? Is there any other scope where I can affect the change? What can I do as an individual? Okay, I have got a job, there is a house I have, there's food on my plate. Is this the purpose of life? Isn't there a higher purpose that I should be striving for? What will be my report card when I go for the final performance? What would it show? Would someone be really happy to see all that I've achieved? With these thoughts, I was wondering, what can I do to make my stay on the planet Earth more memorable? And then this thought came to me that I was a Balvika student where there were some teachers who taught me some good values. And then I thought, why not replicate it here? And no one has started, and probably I can do that. And that's where I said, okay, it's time for me to do it. And I kicked off. They say, when you're positive, the entire universe responds to you. I just shared this thought with my friends, and I could get all the books, all the resources. It was literally dumped on me. I had like dozens of books to go through. Just when I was wondering what would be the syllabus or where should I start, I just opened my inbox and I found that syllabus there sent by my friend. And it wasn't long before I was in a room filled with about 9 to 10 kids of different age groups, all waiting for me to start. How the next 90 minutes went, I don't know, but they were very happy. What started off just with 9 or 10 kids, over a period of time, close to a year, we almost touched about 100 odd students. I was able to train people not only in Jubail, I was able to transfer this into Dammam and Koba. And there was very positive response from everyone. All of us were happy. There were never a day free where I was free in the evenings. Every day I would have some class or other. I would be seen almost in all the compounds. Even the security guys, they used to know me so well that oh yeah, you are the guy who comes weekly class, you can go inside. That was the situation I was in, and so well known I was. But nothing comes, easily. I remember an incident for, let's say, an anecdote from the US president elections. One of the presidents, I think it was Bill Clinton, who said to his opponent that if you vote for him, believing his reforms, his changes, I can promise you that all that will be left in your pocket will be only changes. He meant the coins, that you will have nothing but only coins in your pocket if you vote for him. When I started, I had the same feeling also in me. Probably I might become the laughing stock, or I might just become the, might make a fool of myself. And you have these self-doubts whenever you want to affect a change, whether you will be able to succeed. That self-doubt is the biggest killer for any plans or any change you want to have in life. And to top it all, there were friends who would ridicule me, who would make fun of me. And they would say that, oh, there he goes with his harmonium and his bag off to take classes, with that sarcastic tone. It would hurt me. But then when you know that the purpose is very high, when you know that you are getting positive responses, you kind of try to become dumb to all these things. You stop paying attention to all this negativity. And you won't believe this when I say this to you. The biggest inspiration for me for this particular service, I would say, is from my senior Toastmasters. I won't like to name them here because it won't be fair. The list is pretty big. I saw their commitment. I saw their patience. I saw their dedications. I saw their perfection. I saw their passion. And I knew that if someone, could be so selfless in doing an act in which he's not going to get any benefit, there is no monetary benefit of it, yet he does it with so much of, anxiety and so much of energy, I'm sure I can, match it up on my own style, in my own path. Definitely, I would be able to, and let's say, celebrate them, make them more famous, and probably follow their footsteps. So there I was, almost it's 10 years. Pandemic didn't stop me or stop us. Maybe the numbers had kind of reduced, but then we still have these online classes. We still train. The kids do come. I have seen my kids now joining colleges. Some are even on the verge of getting married. If you come to my room, you might not find, trophies or certificates or medals for the service I do, but I don't complain about it. There are times when I meet them accidentally, and most unexpectedly in airports, sometimes in theaters or in shopping malls. We don't talk much, but then there is let's say, a mutual admiration, a mutual pleasantries are exchanged. And that to me is probably the biggest blessings I can have. To follow fellow Toastmasters, if there is something that which I would like to tell you is that please don't overplan. Don't overanalyze. I just want you to remember this phrase, paralysis of analysis or paralysis by analysis. If you analyze too much, you'll only be paralyzed and nothing will eventually come out. I strongly feel that there is a deep sense of urge with every one of us, with all Toastmasters, which says that you do want to contribute in some small way. And to me, is that just take that first step, just plan to the 3 or 4 steps and don't overplan. Start, and I'm sure the universe is just there to help you to reach your goals. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arun Vasan, for that very touching speech. And I could recall a phrase, service to mankind is service to God. Well, that was reflecting all through your speech. When you do something good, the world comes together to support you. Very impressive, sir. Thank you. Our third and last speaker for tonight is an accomplished Toastmaster. She is Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid. To evaluate her speech, we have a stalwart leader, our immediate past Division L Director, DTM Safar Mohammed. May I request DTM Safar Mohammed to please read out the speech objectives?
Good evening, Arabians. It's always an honor to be part of Arabian Toastmasters Club meeting. Now, this is one of the most prestigious projects in Toastmasters. Generally, in Toastmasters, we are trained for speeches ranging from 8 to 10 minutes. But here, our speaker is going to have the real taste of public speaking. And the objectives of the project: prepare to speak professionally. The objectives are as follows: deliver an engaging keynote speech. It could be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. The project demands to demonstrate excellent presentation skill and deliver a compelling content. The time allotted is 18 to 22 minutes. And I think for the timer, 18 green, 20 yellow, 22 red. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. The title of the speech is Embrace Your Journey. Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid, embrace your journey. All the best, madam. We are eagerly waiting to hear your keynote speech.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
just wanted to share my
Yeah,
presentation.
let me first introduce you.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid is an accomplished Toastmaster working as supervisor in International Indian School, Jubail, a research scholar having published number of papers in national and international journals. She has conducted more than 20 workshops. She is an active member of NISA Toastmasters Club and club coach of Utkalika Toastmasters Club. About the theme of the day, she believes no matter how much we prepare, there is an ultimate planner sitting above us who will bring unexpected things in our life. As man proposes, but God disposes. If something fails, one should not panic, but instead be ready with plan B. What a noble thought. Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid, over to you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Just allow me to share the screen. I think the host disabled participant, I need permission.
I think the Zoom master, can you just enable her to share the screen?
Sure.
Yes, you have a co-host now.
Okay, thank you so much. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Before I start, hope I am audible and visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
You are audible and visible.
Thank you so much. And one small humble suggestion. I want my Toastmasters to get engaged with me, because in between I'm going to ask few questions and I want you all to answer it. Please. Be happy with what you have and be excited about what you want, and expect the unexpected in your life. This is the motto which I have created, or I can say I have researched and came to the conclusion. When I entered into Toastmaster fraternity 4 years back, I was not having that feeling. I was having completely different feeling. But during these many years, the Toastmaster fraternity and the complete TMI has taught me how to face situation which is not so good or which you have not thought of. I believe that life is going to bring you or put you in the unexpected situation. What is the things which you have to keep in mind, or how you are going to embrace your journey? In this Pathways to Motivational Strategies, Level 5, Project 2, I will be dealing and sharing with you all some of those strategies which is my personal. And I researched, I found out, and I have just put up in one platform That is my YouTube channel, which I named it Embrace Your Journey. I believe that in every individual's life, there is some color which we have to ignite from time to time and bring some passion to remember always what is there or what is our mission in life. When I was thinking on this issue, that how to open up my YouTube channel, I researched for continuously 2 months. I thought there were many people around who wanted to open YouTube channel because they were having their different opinions, their different views. What is most important for me as a teacher, which is my profession, and as a Toastmaster, which is my passion. For this passion only, I came into it because I loved public speaking. I waited for 5 long years. Of course, there was some commitment, there were some responsibilities which I have to cover up those time. When I finished it, then I came and I thought that now it's the perfect time to pursue it. So I just brought up my color and I remembered about what is my mission. So I just put up and started my YouTube channel with the feeling that I have to do something for my colleagues, for my Toastmasters, those who are very near to me, my near and dear ones. And I focused on 4 very important focal points: behavior, attitude, values, and appearance. Now, I just wanted to know, dear Toastmasters, according to you all, from this 4, which aspect you are keeping it first, or which is very important for you all? Anyone can answer, please.
Attitude.
Attitude. Can you give me just one reason why you chose attitude? Why not appearance? Why not behavior? Why not values?
I think it's the attitude which any person would, observe or assess the first time someone meets someone. It is your attitude which really talks about you besides all these things which you have told. It's only your attitude which really comes out, or which will make the person, okay, I'll talk to him or not, move with him or not, mingle with him or not. Then only certain other things follows. According to me, that's the one thing that I look out for. That's why I said like that.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vasan. Really, you made me a great fan of yours.
Madam Nilofer, I will
Yes,
choose
sir.
values.
Values. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Just give me one reason why values.
The value won't change, but attitude could, or behavior may change, appearance may change, but value remains what it is within us.
Yes, I am very much go with both the points. Now, first of all, I just like to quote here why Toastmaster Arun has said about attitude. And yes, I totally agree that attitude is the one thing which a person is looking at the first sight. I just wanted to quote it here. When I entered and when I joined this Zoom platform, he is the first one who just made me comfortable. And that is the attitude of him only which attracted me. And if I am going to talk about Sapphire sir, which I am fondly call him my big bro, so if he is talking about values, definitely value is very important part of our life. We used to give this instructions and guidance to our children, to our students, that do this thing, do that thing since beginning. Why? Because we want them that they incorporated these all values since beginning to be a good role model. So completely agree with both of your viewpoints.
What's your take, Toastmaster?
Now, I just categorized 10 important aspects of Embrace Your Journey after my 2 years of research. And I just made it in a simple way so that any novice, any newcomer can understand and can plan and chalk out if he or she is having the passion to bring some improvement in her or his personality. According to me, be unique. Why it is so important in today's scenario to be unique? we became more techno savvy. And that's why we are open up to that world where everyone is opening their YouTube channel, everyone gets enlightened with any work, whatever is coming across, and somewhere we just wanted to copy that. Why we will copy when we are having our own intellect, when we are having our own individuality? Why can't we think from our own brain? My humble suggestion to my Toastmaster, as you all are unique, and I salute to each one of you, that we need to be unique. Unique in our aspect of life, unique in our thinking, so that we can inspire more and more. No one in this world is like you. I always used to remember this word, and this is the phrase which I have written down in my personal diary. That is the beauty and magic of your personality only, which will give others that feeling that yes, it is you. Just one example, me and Dr. Shanti, very good friend. Whatever Dr. Shanti is having, the good attributes, the good characteristic from top to bottom, definitely I can't share all those. I am getting inspiration from her every now and then. She is like a library to me, a walking library, but I can't be Dr. Shanti. In the same way, if something is inside me, that will not be going to Dr. Shanti. So I will work upon how to improvise myself. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Why we will go to that crowd which is copying and trying to follow others? Why not that road which is completely different? Yes, it seems that maybe it's tough, maybe it's not so good, or maybe it's lengthy, but sometimes going to that part is also good because it will give you more recognition in that way. Be out of comfort zone. My second aspect, I have seen in my career and in my section, there were many teachers and many friends of mine, of course, those who wanted to be in their cocoon, those who wanted to be in their shell. They don't want to come out. They don't want to experiment in their life. And I am the one always after them. Please do something. Please do that part or indulge in something which is giving you happiness, which will definitely bring some color to you. I'm always after them. And Almighty has given me a chance to be a speech craft coordinator. And by doing so, I just chose those 5 mentees whom I always after them to do something special. And for this activity also, I convinced them a lot. I did counseling for half an hour or so, and at last they came. And they were so amazed when they were watching their own developments. With each meeting, they were going higher and higher. And they are thanking me also, and I am so happy after seeing their development. So when you are going to take some risk, when you will be out of your comfort zone, definitely life is going to give you those amazing movements, those amazing, beautiful dreams which you have never thought of. So according to me, venture outside your comfort zone. The rewards are worth it. All progress take place outside of comfort zone. This is told by someone, and this is very apt. I have never thought of that for some specific work I will be doing, like my research work. But when I try to pull my socks out, when I try to keep thinking that, yes, I have to do the research work, I have to also write an article, though it is very tedious, it needs a lot of attention and hard work. But when I started progressing on this, slowly and gradually, I got success. So when I came out of comfort zone, then only I got success. Be strong. Yes, we all are very strong. Strong in the sense, not physically. Strong in the sense, emotional balance. We female sometimes are very emotional. If we saw any movie or any serial which is having lot of melodrama, tears started flowing from our eyes. But after that, we are very strong. We can manage lot of things. We are multitasker. And if we want to do something, definitely we are completing it. So to be strong, one should not be a Wonder Woman or a Superwoman. Just one need a strong, balanced mind, a eunoia, a perfect eunoia, and then we can create wonder, whether it's inside the house or outside the house, whether it's on the personal level or professional level. Even the greatest was once a beginner. So don't be afraid to take that first step. One small incident. 4 years back, I was having this thinking that I will join Toastmaster Club. I was looking here and there that which club is the best. There were many clubs here and there. Then I choose one. That was my little effort, I believe. That was the small step initiative taken by me. But don't you feel, dear fellow Toastmasters, because of that small step or small initiative, once taken back 4 years ago, brought me here, giving my pathways too. So when we are fearless, when we are having the thinking that yes, I can do this thing, I have to take a small step, then only I will be open to the world. Then only things will start coming in a positive way. Be gregarious. Dear fellow Toastmaster, why it is so very important in the Toastmaster fraternity to be very social? Anyone? This time I wanted to give chance to my female counterpart. Please, anyone? Be gregarious.
The next slide takes care of that.
Yes, sir.
The next slide answers that.
Why it is so very important to be social, to be gregarious, to have more chit chat? Vasanti, Dr. Shanti, I want answer from you all. Anyone?
Maybe to change the mood or to just mingle with the people?
Yes, yes. Any other point, dear?
Actually, we all are social animals. We
Yes,
always like to be surrounded by people.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the wonderful answer.
To improve and enhance our social emotional intelligence.
Yeah, thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Yes, we all are social animal. And if someone is going to take us to an isolated place or desert or any such place where there is no human being, it's so very difficult to live there because we are accustomed in that atmosphere. So we wanted to have a good chit chat. And this 2 years of pandemic, when we shut ourselves in the room, it was so difficult. Thank God we are virtually connected with each other. So that made very easy for all of us. And the Toastmaster fraternity, the Toastmaster TMI had made it so simple by virtually connected, and we got the chance to have a nice chit chat. So this chit chat is very important, whether weekly or monthly, but we have to do it to know more about our friends, our colleagues, our counterparts, and also about the other thing. The one best quote which I always remember about APJ Abdul Kalam, one best good book is equal to 100 friends. But just one good friend is equal to a library. It is not required that you need a lot of good friends. Of course, we are having a lot of good friends and we are so blessed to have those good friends. But at least if someone is having one good friend, that will be a motivator, a counselor, a friend. And I don't know how many attributes one is carrying, but that good friend should be an honest one. So always Find a way when you are having at least one good friend. And I'm sure the Toastmaster fraternity is giving so much time to interact, to be social. And this is also the best platform where we can search and we can have the best friends. Best friends for the lifetime. Be positive. Dear fellow Toastmaster, this be positive, I think most of us have came across. Why it is so very difficult to follow and why it is so very easy only to pronounce. It's having lot of weightage. This be positive factor is having lot of weightage. Small incident which I'd like to quote here. The pandemic almost going to end. This has taught us to be positive all the time, 24/7. We are hearing lot of not so good thing, but still we are having that bondage, that small thing, rope of faith and believe in the Almighty. And of course, our near and dear ones who used to come up and who used to guide us and tell us that, okay, everything will be positive, everything will be fine. Just have faith on the Almighty and just believe on yourself. All these things we have came across. I am sure that everyone have came across about all these things. So this be positive, we have to ignite it here. We have to bring it in our practice. This is not the one night thing which will come immediately. This is that factor which we have to think every single moment. Then only we can implement it in a proper way in our lifestyle. Be skillful. Of course, the more and more skills we are learning, I believe that we need to learn more. We need to learn that skill in which we are having little interest. Suppose if I'm going to talk about if someone is having that feeling that I just wanted to acquire some skill in computer knowledge, go and get it. Don't wait for the right moment. No right moment will come and will give you an announcement. Yes, you are ready now. You just go and have that skill. Your life, in whatever way you are going, if you feel the necessity to get a skill in particular area, just go and have that. Invest your money in some fruitful thing rather than to waste it in not so good way. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. And it is you only who is going to create yourself, because you know your personality, you know your weakness, you know your strength. So it is you only who is going to get a good makeover, I can say, or to improvise the things, or take out from not so good phase to a very good phase. No one can help you. It is only you, you and you. Be consistent. When I'm using this word be consistent, what is the meaning of that? I feel that in life, we are playing or we are dancing. Whatever is written in the fate, it will happen. You all believe. And what we have to do, we have to catch each and every beat out of it so that we can do a good turning. And when we get to know about this good turning, it means we get in tune with the music of our life. And that's what is required. Be humble. Yes, of course, be humble is that aspect which I have kept it here, because I believe that I am having that personality, and I just recommend that when people are getting more and more, they try to be more and more humble, because there is a logic in that. When we are humble, then only we can inspire people. And I came to know when I was connected with the Toastmaster fraternity. If you want to give light to others, you have to glow yourself. Of course, that's the reason the very seasoned Toastmasters, whether it's Sapphire sir, Sadagopan sir, or AK Das sir, or Jamil sir, anyone, if you see, they are so full of energy because they are having light inside them. And with that light only, they are inspiring others. And of course, one of my favorite, DTM Vijay sir too. and all of you, those who are present here. Be humorous. Be humorous. Of course, we need to bring some laughter in our life. Don't be always serious. I was having that characteristic. I was too serious in my life, but now I'm trying to bring humor sometime in my day-to-day speaking, or when I am giving some lecture or workshop when I'm just trying to bring some humor. So I'm just learning, and I strongly recommend to bring some humor in your life, as this will bring more spice in our life. Be happy. Yes, it's not always possible that you will be happy, but you have to be happy so that you can make others feel that life is good. When life gives you 100 reasons to cry, show life that you have 1,000 reasons to smile. And with this, I just like to quote here, expect the unexpected shows a thoroughly modern intellect. Thank you. Thanks a lot for giving me this chance.
Thank
Over
you,
to
Toastmaster Nilofer.
Thank you, sir.
It was indeed a wonderful, wonderful keynote speech. The best one I would have ever heard. And I'm sure all the audience had tons and tons of takeaway from your keynote speech. And the one takeaway I have is be happy with what you have and be excited with or what you want. Fellow Toastmasters, with this, we come to end of our first educational session. May I request the timer to please furnish his report?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. I think all three speakers were within the time. Madam Shanti Rekha, it is 3 minutes 10 seconds, and Toastmaster Arun Vasan, it is 6 minutes 42 seconds, and Madam Nilafar Rashid, it is 22 minutes 28 seconds. So all are qualified.
Great, congratulations to all the speakers. May I request the Zoom master to please launch the poll for best speaker?
Sure, Rahul.
Can you please confirm the polling is complete or still ongoing?
Yeah, it's complete. I'm going to end the poll.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Abid.
I didn't get.
Fellow Toastmasters, I am truly amazed by the fabulous speeches and vibrant participation of all. I think we have earned a short break. So let's take a break for 5 minutes.
Toastmaster Rahul, before we go for a break, please call our TT Master, Toastmaster Shanti, to announce the TT speakers.
Yes, of course. Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha, would you like to nominate the TT speakers?
Yes, once again. Good evening. The TT speakers, which I'm going to call upon, are first is our Toastmaster Jose, second is Aisha Tazeen, third is DTM Vijay, then Toastmaster Vasanti and Toastmaster Anjali. Okay, sir. Toastmaster Arun Vasan, sir, you want to come? You can. Thank you. So Toastmaster Arun Vasan. So we'll be having 6 speakers.
Thanks a lot. So I think this already nominated the TT speaker. So let's have a short break and let's be back at 8:25. Okay.
So Nilofarji,
Yes, sir.
that was a very lengthy speech. Very nice.
I know.
No, but we enjoyed it. It
National
wasn't that we were waiting it to get over or something. It was very nice, very refreshing, and lots of quotes, which was really informative. But yeah, you spent, you personalized and you were also justifying it. Nice. I think you should join our club. In fact, for once you finish your DTM, come and join us. Start all over again. This time with Arabian, let's say evaluations, you will be going still 1 or 2 notches still higher in Toastmastering.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the invitation. Definitely, I will think.
DTM Safar, let's have a joke from you. You're the one who always cracks nice.
We need some humor.
Yeah,
He
it has
doesn't
been a
crack.
very,
The moment he talks, automatically humor.
Exactly.
comes out.
Exactly.
we had it been
Me in pressure, okay.
Humor king. King of Jubal.
the other day DTM Safar was downstairs, I mean, from my balcony, I was just drying my clothes and I could hear a very familiar sound. I was wondering, this sound I know. It was dark, I couldn't find out. Then I saw him standing down. I knew it had to be him only. So yes, DTMG, let's have it.
Okay, then I will share an incident which made me laugh. I mean, maybe a couple of weeks back. Global got gavel club. I mean, most of you would have know. So during our WhatsApp chat, between the president and VP Education and the Gavalier of the day, they used to send messages. Okay, the evaluator changed. GOD, please take note. Then this, okay, humor, the table topic master, please take note of these things. So the Gavalier of the day was written as GOD. So during this joke segment, the gentleman came and said, I came a bit late, and then all of a sudden I realized that, oh my goodness, God, please take note of it. He's going to attend a meeting. Believe me, from a Gavalier, so spontaneous. I mean, almost like 2 minutes we were laughing because that boy had the wit to think about that one, because in our mind, it is configured GOD means Gavalier of the day. But he said, for a moment, I thought God is attending our meeting because we are asking God to take note. That's interesting.
The gods will soon evaluate now.
Basically, when you tell me about humor, it's the way you look your life. Okay, so when you think seriously, you will never have any humor in life. So think life as an easy stuff. It will be easy for you. My job demands me to be very serious, and I am serious, but I don't want all my people around us to be to get carried away with the seriousness. So in between, I used to bring something so that they feel a bit light. And many of the Toastmasters won't believe that I could yell at someone. So I do as per demand. But at the same time, before adjourning anything, any meeting, anything, I make sure that they are all comfortable. That's all. Okay, I have a question. See, when someone dies, you used to say, rest in peace, right? Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we really have to die to have our soul rest in peace?
We can be in peace anytime.
I'm always surprised by that statement that, okay, that means when you're alive, your soul is never in peace. What does it mean?
It's the other way around, Throughout your life, you are never resting. At least now let your mind rest now at least.
See, we do yoga for peace of mind. we do exercise and all those. We go for to the masjid, to the temple for peace of mind, and then till death nobody say, okay, may your soul rest in peace. So what does it mean? I want you all to start thinking about it. So when you see someone next time, but don't wish him, may your soul rest in peace. Okay, don't wish.
He'll truly make it. He'll ensure that you start resting now.
We need to think about some other line.
No, actually, I quit participating in contests since 2012. But I had something in my kitty to deliver that was rest in peace. That was the speech which I prepared and I was ready for it. And my plan was to use the same speech for both international and humorous. Can you imagine? The same speech without any change. I mean, you might be thinking, how dare you? See, if you look at all the international speeches, they were all humorous. They were all humorous, right? Yes. So you all have to do is bring some sort of few lines of inspiration, motivation between your humorous speech and you are there. Arun Vasan sir, am I right or wrong?
No, you don't have to be so, what do you call, brutally honest and more, and making it sound so graceful. That's okay.
But I felt like there were, 2012 I was not happy with what happened in district. So I thought about, okay, I prefer to be a coach going forward.
Yeah, good evening once again.
Yeah, okay, go on.
It's really, you have put a lot of thoughts which you want to think over now. So it's time to get back. Good evening once again, and hope that was a good break and gain some energy to continue till end of the session. Now let's move to the second part of our session, which is full of excitement and where you can expect the unexpected. Yes, it's the table topic session. And to conduct the table topic session, we have Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha with us. And as I said, she showed her skill by taking up this role in the last moment. So I welcome Toastmaster Shanti Rekha, ma'am.
Thank you.
Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rahul, Toastmaster of the day. Fellow Toastmasters, good evening once again. So here we go, table topics round, the most exciting round, the most exciting session. And when I used to attend Arabian meetings, actually I joined Arabian. This is my home club in fact. So whenever anyone is to be there, as soon as a table topic session or TT session is to start, physically I used to run to the washroom or to get a grab of tea or something to avoid that session. But later on I've realized this is one of the very important to enhance our communication skills. And today we already have announced the names, so the order will be the same one. Toastmaster Joseph, then Aisha Tazeen, and then comes with Vasanti, Toastmaster Vasanti, Toastmaster Anjali, Toastmaster Vijay, and Toastmaster Arun Vasan. So here we go. Okay, please enable me to share the screen.
Sure.
Zoom Master, just enable me to or make me co-host. Yes. Wait. Here we go. Right. So there will be some numbers on the screen. You have to tell which number you want. And then I'll be clicking on that number, and then you can go ahead with the topic which is shown on the number. And I'm not going to remove the topic. The topic will be remaining. And please note the new, our guest, that is Aisha Tazeen. The timing will be 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, green light is shown. At 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow light will be shown, and 2 minutes, red light will be shown. And the red light will continue till you stop speaking. And the 30 seconds grace you will be given after 2 minutes. That is 2 minutes 30 seconds. And after that, any speaker will be disqualified. Having said this, let's move on. Right. The first speaker is our founder president of our Arabian club is none other Toastmaster Jose Paquetel. So Jose, just choose a topic. Number, sorry.
1.
1. That's good. Yes, here is a topic for you. Don't blow your own drum. Do you think it is appropriate in the present scenario?
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Shandireka. The message you have given to me is absolutely correct. Don't blow your own trumpet. Let somebody else blow it. In other words, self-appreciation or praising yourself or speak about the good things that you have done by yourself is not the right way. It should be the other people, someone else, hearing your actions or opinions or you are doing things, they should be talking about you. They should be speaking highly about you. Praising yourself is not the way to go. And it is the opinion of other people that matters. It is opinion of the people who are following you. Is that what matters in one's life? So don't blow your own trumpet. It is a very appropriate message. And back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your words. Really, that's very true. Okay, now let's go back. Now the next second speaker, our valued guest, Mrs. Aisha Tazrin. Aisha Tazrin is a wonderful lady and an excellent, eloquent speaker. So Aisha ma'am, are you there with us?
Yes, and
yeah, choose a number. Choose a number from this on the screen.
Yeah, as today is 10th November, so I would like to go for 10.
Perfect. Here you go. We never miss the water till the well runs dry. What's your take on this? We never miss the water till the well runs dry. What's your take on this? Over to you, Mrs. Aisha.
Yes. Respected Toastmasters of the day, distinguished Toastmasters, and all the members are present. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. I have been privileged to be given a chance to speak on the topic. And the topic is, we never miss the water till the well runs dry. When I have seen this statement, I am not at all dubious in telling, yes, as long as the resources are available, it's a human attitude and tendency that we utilize it. We utilize the potential, we utilize the resource to the maximum till it gets exhausted. When we grow as a human being in different horizons, as we have seen through the speeches by the distinguished speakers, this reflects what they spoke. We never miss the water till the well runs dry. It means to the brim of the pinnacle, to the brim of the success, we try to reach with all our efforts, with all our struggle, till we become exhausted or till we achieve the success. So it's highly judicious statement. An intellectual should never miss the water, should till the well runs dry. The other aspect of the coin that I have understood is to keep on trying, to keep on benefiting from the resources around you. That may be in the form of the human potential, that may be in the form of any other non-biotic factor. It may be the natural resource, renewable resource, non-renewable resource. So we have to have the ability to utilize the resources around us to the maximum potential. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for those wonderful words. And now let's go back. Right, now here we go. Toastmaster Vasanti. Toastmaster Vasanti, please select your favorite number.
Yeah, I'll go with 9.
We'll go with 9. Some people say a little white lie is sometimes okay. What do you think? I
Good
hope you
evening,
got the
fellow
answer. Just and before you start, just ensure that you have pinned or you're able to see the timer.
Yeah, okay. Thank you,
Over to you.
Toastmaster Shanti Rekha. And good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Some people say a little white lie is sometimes okay. Yes, I think positive, because sometimes, you know, people do some mistakes, but they don't know and they are very less courageous. And if we say a little white lies, so that they can improve the positivity and they can do better in the next step. So it is always a good thing that sometimes, yes, I really agree, and I do always, when it is needed, a white lie. It's just a polishing, it's just a shining to the old you know, hidden diamond. So even a diamond needed what we call a diamond needs some sharpening thing on the top, so that to shine. So it, I feel like a little white lies are sharpened sometimes few human beings or few hidden talents when we give little positivity to the people to improve better in their next step. Yes, I am very positive on this topic, and thank you, Toastmaster Shantireka. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vasanti. Okay. Now here we go with Toastmaster Anjali. Toastmaster Anjali, please select the number.
I'll go for 3.
We'll go for 3. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Explain with your experience. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Explain with your experience. Over to you, Toastmaster Anjali. Just ensure before you start that the timer is visible.
Thank you. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. So my topic is don't count your chickens before they hatch. I have to explain with my own experience. So before experiencing something, you should not, that is, you should not come with a true fact that without experiencing something, you should not come to a fact. I could explain with some experience, like I have been teaching for I have just 1 year experience only. So before entering, that is before coming into this teaching field, I thought I could never come to this field, and I never thought that I would come to this field first of all. And it's all my father's decision that I had taken this teaching field. And I thought I would end up in some other jobs only, but because I was not a good public speaker, and now also I don't know how much I am up to, and I am very much sharing, and you can see from my speech. And it was totally that is, I was a soft-spoken person, and during my demo class in my B.Ed time, in first that was a total bad experience. That is, my first demo class was a total bad experience to me, but my friends helped me a lot, and again when I come up with some other classes, that is, when I come up with the stage more and more, then only I realized that when we come up with more and more, we can end up with something that is we can talk more, or we can get into it. So in that way only, that is through experience, that is, and through more and more I had worked on that, and then only then I had gone for the internship, and during that time only I got my fear out of fear. So that is my experience, I could tell you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali. You are a great speaker. You spoke for such a long time without stopping or without pausing. Amazing. Great. Now the next speaker is champion speaker DTM Vijay. DTM Vijay, please choose a number.
I'll go for 6.
We'll go for 6. Why does an empty vessel make more noise? Explain. DTM Vijay, I hope the topic is clear. Why does an empty vessel make more noise? And over to you, just ensure the timer.
Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. Sometimes I feel this Dr. Shanti gives questions just for me. But in reality, this we see such kind of situations all around us where people who have nothing to contribute to a situation, you see them standing in the front, taking the lead, taking charge, and ultimately it goes in a direction which was not intended to go to. And whether other people around us like this are there or not will always be there. We need to be aware of that, we should not just go by the person, the way he speaks or he or she speaks, or the dress or the way they interact with you. We need to dig a bit deeper to ensure that whatever relationships we form are meaningful and meaningful with the people who we are forming them with. Not only that, we need to make sure that we also deliver the same thing. That when we are contributing somewhere, we know what we're doing, or we're giving contributions which are meaningful and worthwhile. It is not just enough to make a statement and then say, I'm DTM Vijay Kumar and I can help you out. You need to be able to back that claim. You need to be able to make sure that no matter how loud people are around you, you stand alone, you stand shining from the contributions you make. Only then will people remember who you are, not because of the noise you made, but because of what was inside you when you delivered and you contributed. So this is a message I would like to give for everyone. We're all Toastmasters here. We're all well educated and well seasoned. And I'm sure this topic is not for anyone in the room here. But only thing we have to make sure that we are aware of the characters like these are around us. And also that when we deliver, that we make sure that we give our best, we give our full, 100% in whatever we're doing. Don't make noise, give what is inside you. Back to you, Dr. Shanti.
Thank you, DTM Vijay. You have chosen the number 6, so it's not me who have given the topic to you. But anyway, the message was very good, very, very clear. It is not only for everyone, it's not even for us also sometimes. Great message. Now, the last speaker for the table topic session is none other Toastmaster Arun Vasan. Toastmaster Arun Vasan, please choose a number.
Let's go for the lucky 7.
Okay.
Let's see if it's lucky for me.
Do you really think that an apple a day will keep the doctor away? What if the doctor is smart? Do you really think that an apple a day will keep a doctor away? What if the doctor is smart?
Okay. Hello, Toastmasters and the Table Topics Master. Good evening. Whenever these kind of topics comes, it always brings out the worst in me. And especially when I see these doctors, smart doctors, Apple, the only thing that I can, when the word Apple comes, I remember my iPhone Apple, which is more user-friendly or more, trustable and more in use. But okay, well, if you go, on the superficial meaning of it, which says that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, yes, they just say that you need to, take care of your health, and if you are consistent and if you are serious about it, you don't have to go to the doctor in the first place. And yes, if the doctor is smart, yes, and that is where I really need to come in now. These days, it's very tough to find, let's say, a trustworthy doctor. A doctor to whom, these days we examine the doctors first before going to, to get ourselves examined. We cross-check, we check whether he's really reliable, whether he's really service-oriented, does he have any, has he really got his certificate genuinely? We might even do a document verification over it, nothing wrong. We need him to be fully, recommended. Only then we will trust or step into his clinic. Otherwise, will rather face face death itself rather than go to these doctors and get ourselves, taken for a ride. And this pandemic has been like a big boon for these fellows. They were in fact waiting, for such an opportunity to cash. And I think not only the doctors, even all the medical guys worldwide have minted money. They really, this aspect, the unexpected thing, and they used it to their maximum, and they enjoyed cashing on the opportunity which was presented to them. So let's be a little more smarter than the doctor. Let's do our homework perfectly. And, let's check even if the doctor is little away or a little far away, let's go and, present ourselves to him rather than get taken by all the fancy degrees that he boasts of. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much. That was the last speaker for the table topic session, and I hope you all have enjoyed the topics. I tried to get, because this is the last moment I got that opportunity. In fact, it's a golden opportunity. Okay, thank you very much, BP Education, for giving me this role. Now I request our Zoom master to please. So before that, I need the timer's report.
Thank you, Madam Sindhireka. For speaker one, Toastmaster Jos Pekatil, he took 1 minute 16 seconds. And then Madam Aisha Tazin, it was 2 minutes 18 seconds. Madam Vasanthi, it was 1 minute 14 seconds. Madam Anjali, it was 1 minute 49 seconds. Toastmaster Vijay, it was 2 minutes 16 seconds. Toastmaster Arun Vasan, it was 2 minutes 21 seconds. So all are qualified.
I request the Zoom master, the vote counter, to please launch the poll for the best table topic speaker.
Sure. I'll do that.
So, yeah. So meanwhile, I'm signing off from this role as a table topic master, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha, for that wonderfully conducted table topic session. And I'm sure all the audience, including me, thoroughly enjoyed it. The topics and the speakers were simply amazing. Fellow Toastmasters, now it's time to enter the last segment of our meeting, and which is also the most important one. That is the evaluation session. This session helps us to learn how to improve and share the best advices for improvement. To conduct this session, we have our club president, Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal Agarwal. Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal is an eminent speaker and an anchor leader, a person with a kind heart and a sharp mind, a perfect blend of beauty and brains, a mother of lovely daughter, and my wife. Over to you, Toastmaster Dr. Sheetal.
You will get that extra chapati today, sure.
Biryani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul.
With sweets, inshallah.
A warm good evening to all of you once again. How were the speeches tonight? Did you all like all the prepared speeches and the table topics? Oh yes, that's good to see that you all enjoyed this meeting. You all agree that all the speakers did a fantastic job tonight. Still, we are conducting this evaluation session. As you all know that learning is a continuous process, and there will be no point in life when we can't learn anything. And when we have experienced leaders around us, I'm pretty sure that with their keen observation and listening skills, they will definitely find out that gap that need to be filled. So the purpose of evaluation is to provide constructive feedback to speakers about the well-deeds, their strength, shortcomings, and areas where they need to pay more attention. To help me conduct this session, I have a team of amiable Toastmasters who are the strength of our club. Just a little change in the evaluator sequence, as the DTM Sapphire has another meeting to attend. So he will be delivering his evaluation first. Before we start the evaluation, here I want to share something. Whenever I got the opportunity to take the role of general evaluator in any meeting, someone had completed his or her milestone speech. So the same happened today. Our third speaker tonight was Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid. She attempted her final project from Pathways. And to evaluate her milestone project, we have special leader who is a beacon of light for so many youth leaders. He truly believes in collaboration, supporting people around him, and just spreading happiness with his great sense of humor. So please welcome DTM Safari Mohammed to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid. Over to you, DTM Safari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Sridhar Agarwal. Other than the speech delivered by Toastmaster Nilofer, one of the other takeaways is I was familiar with the art of introducing people, but today I learned the art of introducing our wife. Thanks to Toastmaster Rahul Agarwal. So, Honorable General Evaluator, Toastmaster Dr. Sridhar Agarwal, and my brothers and sisters from Arabian Toastmasters Club, honorable guest, and Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid. Madam, Assalamu alaikum. Good evening to all of you. I'm sure, Toastmaster Nilofer, I'm sure that it was a rewarding experience for you. Correct me if I'm wrong, Madam Nilofer. And congratulations for having the courage to come up and delivering such a long speech. It's not easy for any Toastmaster. Now, going with the objectives, well started. And one of the objectives of your speech is to get engaged. Now, the beauty of your presentation today was that you engaged with the members. Toastmaster Arul Wasan was there. I tried to get engaged, and you proved your impromptu skill. It was because none of this question, once upon a time, it's the secret that we used to get questions in advance, okay, for your information, just long back. So now you proved your impromptu skills and the way you handled it. And you noticed that the ladies part was a bit weak. So you, in the second segment, you pulled them in with names. So these are some of the tools or skills that is very important for a public speaker, especially when delivering a keynote speech. Now, when you used a topic, it's embrace your journey, and a storyline by bringing YouTube channel in between, that you want to do something with YouTube channel and how you want to this one. So you inspired us to bring up something like that and motivated the people. And then you explain the whole content one by one, what you are going to portray in your YouTube channel. Thereby, actually, we already got completely what you're going to do in your YouTube channel. So you took the storyline system to deliver your complete keynote speech. Now, when it comes to an advanced speech, more from the CRC technique, the recommendation part will be more than the comment part. So there are something which is technical out of your speech and some related to your speech. First thing, stepping forward to change the slide, negative. Then what's the solution? Keep a pointer or seek help, because you got disturbed every time you step forward. Virtual background for keynote speech, not acceptable. Virtual background is not acceptable for keynote speech. So what's the solution? A good background. We only need 2 meter by 2 meter, any part of your room. Grab anybody. You just push into anybody's room and see whether you can get a 2 meter by 2 meter space. Because when you move along with virtual background, it is disturbing. Now, PPT should be in slideshow mode, because PPT needs suspense. and we are crazy people. We will not look at the current one, we look for the future one. I mean, that's human instinct. Shanti Rega madam can explain more. Psychologically, we look at what is in the future, not in the present. Okay, now PPT should be used as a visual aid to support the speaker. But in your case, what happened is, even for single words, you used PPT. You could have used it without PPT, like, okay, be honest, be unique, be rigorous. Those things could have been straightforward without a PPT. So any keynote speaker should evaluate themselves that what is the significance of a slide, a picture when I speak? Because here you are the hero. What all comes secondary. So PPT can be a secondary visual aid, not primary line of defense for you. Okay, now, okay. So again, as I told you, your confidence level was, mashallah, very high. Body language, A1, gestures, eye contact, nothing to comment on those things. A small recommendation on the voice part, because see, you got disturbed by changing the slides. So, I mean, compensating those things affected your voice. Other than that, I'm honored, Madam Toastmaster, to evaluate you, and thank you. And my thanks to Arabian specifically. My thanks to Dr. Shanti Rega Madam for calling me for this evaluation. I had something else in between, but I mean, we cannot say no to her. As Arun Vasan said, super lady, or we cannot say. But thank you, Toastmaster Shanti Rega Madam, for giving me this opportunity to evaluate Toastmaster Nilofar. And Madam, all the best. We look forward for your YouTube channel, and all the best once again.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy, so happy. Noted down all the feedback and going to remember throughout my life. Thank you so much.
And with your permission, allow me to leave, as I got an engagement in between. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very,
Bye,
very
Arabian.
much.
See you all.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Thank you for joining in.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Etan.
I'm very much sure that Toastmaster Nilofer, you will be better and better with this recommendation. Now, our first speaker tonight was the Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha, who attempted the first project from the level 3. To evaluate her speech, we have our own VPPR Toastmaster Arun Vasan. He is working with the Bureau Writers. He believes in the power of spirituality, and he is a permanent word master of our club. So please welcome Toastmaster Arun Vasan to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Dr. Shanti Rekha. Over to you, Toastmaster Arun Vasan.
Thank you, General Director, for those kind words. So thanks a lot. And good evening, Dr. Shanti Rekha. Congrats on completing yet another project and what another speech. As usual, you were, brilliant, free-flowing, confident. You can add as many adjectives as you want, and all will be appropriately or completely correct. So no disputing on that. Now the project demanded that you had to touch certain points, which was done perfectly by you. So when you started narrating about your picnic, how you planned, including the games, how you involved everyone, and you took part of all the things like food and all those stuff. Excellent. So your planning was perfect in that. I would like to read those, the important steps that was required for you to touch, so that the others will also be benefited. It's just not to point out any fault in you, but people should also know the, let's say, the logic behind the particular project. So the first one was to determine a goal. Yes, you did that. Establish strategies. That was also done very well. Set a timetable. I think you worked on that Saturday part, weekend, everyone could join. Great. Assign responsibilities. This is, I think, very important. You didn't want to be in the limelight all the time. You ensured that everyone did one role, so that everyone felt equally important and everyone was participating. And anticipate obstacles. Now, I feel this part or this portion was not touched. Whatever you told during that 2 to 3 minutes was like a fairy tale to me. It was almost like a nice movie with a happy ending, 2 families or 3 families enjoying, singing, dancing, and all those stuff. But we always like that theme of the day, expect the unexpected. That's what we were hoping and waiting for you to touch, because that's where you bring in the, that punch, or that's where you bring in the twist, which everyone wants. If everything is on expected lines, people try to become a little bit, let's say, bored, if I can be bold enough to use that word. But if you had, brought that there was an adventure, or there was a fire, or there was a kid missing, and you weren't expecting it, so something like that, you can always dramatize on that, and make it on that. That would have got us involved. We will be working. Yeah, what happened? No, it's not going as we were expecting. It has taken another turn. So what is she going to do? And when you would bring in that particular your solution of it, which is like how we handle the table topics on the spot, and how you had handled it, and that is where the leadership qualities, or all these planning things, which will be really be put into test. So this was like a formula where you clicked, checked all the check boxes perfectly correct, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 100 out of 100. But I missed that punch, or I missed that twist, which would have taken your speech to a bigger level. And I think you could have gone for that 5 to 7 minute slot. Made it a bit more elaborative. And I don't know if I can say this, but we expect something really big, more fanciful, more mega scale or bigger scale speeches from you. And with that, back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raghunathan. I'm sure with your suggestions, definitely we will hear some more fantasy from the Toastmaster, Dr. Shanti Rekha. Now, moving further, our second speech today, our second evaluator today is the youngest DTM in our club. He has many feathers in his hat, dynamic leader of our club. Recently, we witnessed mega event, that is DLC 21, under his leadership. So please welcome DTM Vijay Kumar to evaluate the speech project by Toastmaster Raghunathan. Over to you, DTM Vijay Kumar.
Thank you, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. It's been a while since I attended a Toastmasters meeting, and you could see my rustiness in my table topic session. But Toastmaster Arunwas and you, on the other hand, were on top of your game. So congratulations, well done on delivering a wonderful speech. Let me just remind the audience of your speech objective. The purpose of this project was for you to practice developing a change management plan. And the purpose of the speech is for you to share some aspect of change management plan. And whenever I hear the word change management plan and the speech objective, I always think about maybe something related to your office, or maybe an XCOM, since you're part of XCOM, maybe some activity or something you've developed for Arabian Toastmasters Club. But then you really threw a spin in my plan and talked about change management for your own life. And this is, I think, a very valuable message that we can that you've given to the audience member, that you don't need to only plan the official things or office work or your school work or your kids' future, but you can also change the mindset. You can have a plan to change your behavior and the way you deal with the world. And that's the message I'm taking home today. I believe you met all the objectives of the speech, especially looking from a different aspect of changing your outlook towards life and how you contribute to society. And the change that you wanted to implement was to bring positiveness to the children and kids around you. You started with your own children, and then you said, okay, I wanted to do it in a bigger scale. And then you went on to see how you impacted the life of so many kids, at one point more than 100 kids. So very well done. And it also, the importance is, like, the main thing I would take away is, like, it got the audience thinking to think differently about life. Now let me come to the recommendations, since we are, as DTM Sapphire said, high level speeches require a bit higher level of recommendations. This is from my perspective. I would like to give my humble recommendations. The first recommendation I would like to give you is that initially I thought you were talking about the change in yourself, but then the speech developed into how you change the life of those around you, or the kids around you. So maybe I might have misunderstood your speech, or maybe you could make it a bit more clear about what exactly is the change that you are planning to implement. So because this speech objective is to implement a change management, so the objective or the goal that you're trying to do should be a bit clear, because you started with you're an angry person and then you change yourself. So I thought, okay, you're going to talk about how you're changing yourself from within, but then eventually it went to a speech about how you change the children around you. So that's one thing. So in such type of speeches, we have to be a bit more clear about the objective of your intent. The second recommendation I'd like to give is that although this, you said that the way you went about implementing is not to care about those around you and then just jump in and then do the change that you wanted to do. And even though this is a very difficult task to do, to forget about those around you, I'm sure you would have faced some challenges in ignoring those. So maybe a bit more specifics about how you ignored it, how you went about and then finally went and then jumped right into doing this change would have supported your speech even more and given more to the audience. And third, a very small recommendation, the background, virtual background is sort of distracted, you're blending too much into it. So as Dieter Zafira mentioned in his speech, that maybe you can have a plainer background without using a virtual background. And I'm sure it'll be an amazing speech next time over. Thanks, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Vijay. Though you feel that you are rusted in the table topic, but no, a diamond never rust. Your evaluation proves that. So let's move further. Now to evaluate the very interesting table topic, we have very down-to-earth, always ready to help person. You will never receive a no reply from him whenever you approach him for any role. Even he is ready to take any last-minute call. So please welcome Toastmaster Ashik to evaluate the table topic session with the thunderous applause.
Thank you,
Over to
General.
you, Toastmaster Ashik.
Okay. Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sheetal Agarwal. And good evening, Toastmasters. And I would first initially have to congratulate our table topic master to bring innovative subject like proverbs for our table topic speakers. And with that, let's jump into the evaluation of the table topic. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Jose, and the topic given to him is don't blow your own trumpet. Do you think it's appropriate in the present scenario? Toastmaster Jose has identified and explained the subject, and he has given a nice opinion on the subject, what is regarding the self-praise and what is more important is the opinion of the others. The only recommendation I have for him is if you can avoid the repeating the subject on the topic on the inception of the opening of the speech, then it will be a great one. And our second speaker is our guest Aisha, and the topic given to her is we never miss the water till the well runs dry. She also utilized she has nicely identified and understood the subject and utilized the importance of how to use the resources at optimum level and put forward an argument rationale. The suggestion I would like to give to her is if you can include any personal story into a speech and avoid on the inception about the topic on the opening of the speech, then it will be better for the table topic. And our third speaker is Toastmaster Vasanti, and the topic given to her is some people say a little lie, little white lie is sometime okay. What do you think of it? And as she's already explained the subject and she has given an opinion that is okay and brought the good thing is she brought a simile of diamond to the for the stating of the white lie. And what the suggestion I would like to give for her is the example. If you can bring example or a personal experience, that will be at an advantage for the table topic. And our fourth speaker is Toastmaster Anjali. The topic given to her is don't count the chickens before they hatch, and explain with your experience. She has already nicely brought the reason why, and she brought the teaching experience as a plus point to the subject. And the only suggestion for her, I also tell not to repeat on the opening. When you're making an opening, if you can, without the repeating of the topic, it will be great. And our fourth speaker is distinguished Toastmaster Vijay, and the topic given to him is why does an empty vessel make more noise? as Toastmaster Vijay opened with the situation. That's a very great point, and explain all the cautions and contribution of. The only suggestion I would, if you can bring a distinguished host DTM Vijay, if you can bring a specific example on the subject, that will be a great, to make your speech a great one. And finally, our Toastmaster is Arun Vasan, and topic given to him: do you really think that an apple a day will keep a doctor away? What if the doctor is smart? What I really like, the twist he made on the subject, that is, instead of talking about the doctor, he talked about the patient, how they should be smart in that. And I have no suggestion for that. It's a great attempt by him. With that, congratulations to all our table topic speaker. With that, over to our general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashik. I'm very much sure that all the speakers will note of those tiny yet important suggestions to improve further. Please give a big round of applause to my team of evaluators. Thank you. Can I have the timers report from Toastmaster Manoj?
Thanks, Madam President. I think for this valuation, we may not need a voting. Mr. Arun Vasan, he took, sorry. I'll start from the last, actually, Mr. Ashik, Toastmaster Ashik, he took 3 minutes, 8 seconds. And Toastmaster Safar Mohammed, it was 5 minutes. And then Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, it is 3 minutes, 40 seconds. And then Toastmaster Arun Vasan, it is 3 minutes, 19 seconds.
So except the Toastmaster Arun Vasan, all are disqualified.
Yeah.
Okay, so no need of the polling. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj.
Thank you.
Now I would like to call upon the grammarian and the word master, Toastmaster Vasanti, to furnish a report.
Good evening once again. I was dubious when I was choosing this word, the usage of the word in our meeting, but fortunately, my Toastmasters didn't keep me down, and Toastmaster Abid and our guest Aisha has used dubious in their speech, and myself has, including me, we three used this word in our meeting, and I found few sentences, good phrases I can say. Nothing goes right, take left. If nothing goes right, take left. That is a good usage. And outside of comfort zone. Life is not about find yourself. Life is about creating yourself. So I found these lines a good phrases, and thank you, and make it use of dubious in your speeches. I request everyone, and thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vasanti. Now, can I have the counter report from the Toastmaster Anjali?
Okay, I'm here to give report on number of times each speaker has used certain expressions. Toastmaster Shanti Daga has usage of then Toastmaster Arun Vasan usage of and two pauses, and Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid the usage of and I and usage of then Toastmaster Aisha Tasim 2-3 pauses were there. Then Toastmaster Vasanti usage of so and 1 pause. Then in my speech I have used many pauses. And for evaluators, the usage of was in common. That's all. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjali, for this detailed report. Now, before we move further, can we have the polling for the best role player?
Sure. I will launch the poll.
Yes.
I didn't get, earlier also I didn't get.
You're an outstanding member.
Okay, I'm ending the poll.
Thank you, Zoom Master. Having heard my evaluators presenting their very objective evaluation, it is now my turn to present my evaluation of the entire proceedings. The agenda and the flyer and the Zoom details were shared in very well advance. The Toastmaster of the day set a tone to expect many unexpected changes in the meeting. But the spirit of Arabians never goes down, and they know the way to move on, right? That shows how our acting VP worked to have a smooth meeting. The meeting room decorum was maintained throughout the meeting. The guests were introduced properly. But as every good thing has an improvement to become a better. So few improvement points from my side. Meeting started late by 8 minutes. I request all the assignees, please tune in time so that we can start the meeting, because it wastes the time of other members and we are not able to stick to our agenda. The second point, when you accept any role or any assignment, please make sure you know the details of your role. What are your roles and responsibilities? If you are not aware about that, please make to contact any member from the club or any ExCom member. And when you take up any assignment, please make sure you attend the meeting, or at least inform a vice president education or a president in advance, so that we can have a backup arrangement and don't need to rush at last minute. All over, I thoroughly enjoyed the meeting very much. I thank our acting VP, Dr. Shanti Rekha, for giving me this opportunity. I'm looking forward to take many such assignments. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you for that insightful and meticulous evaluation session. I'm sure all the speakers and audience have benefited from these evaluations, how to improve further. Now, I want to know, is the Zoom Master ready to announce the winners?
Yeah, Toastmaster Rahul, I'm ready with the results.
Yeah, so with the permission of presiding officer, I request the Zoom Master to announce the winners, please.
Yes, please go ahead.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters. The first award of Best Speaker goes to Toastmaster Nilofer Rashid.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Really feeling happy.
You deserve that. The second award of Best Table Talk Picks award goes to Toastmaster Aisha Tazeen.
Thank you very much for the encouragement.
And the best award for evaluator goes to only one, Toastmaster Arun Vasan. And this is the last award of the day, Best Role Player Award, and it goes to Toastmaster Shanti Rekha.
Thank you everyone.
So that's it from my side, and thank you very much, all the Toastmasters. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yes, congratulations to all the winners. Very well deserved, and we would really like to hear more from you, especially from our guest speaker, Toastmaster Aisha.
Sure, sir. Inshallah, in future, I'll be in touch.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters, moving towards the end of this exciting session, there are few more things about the theme of the day, expect the unexpected. I have read somewhere, life is 10% of what happens to us and 90% of how we react to it. Being prepared for the unexpected influences 90% of our lifespan. And then we realize how important it is. I realized some way or the other, the theme was impregnated into the meeting session throughout the speeches, the table topics. And just to summarize how to prepare for the unexpected, it made my job very easy. So how to prepare for the unexpected? The first thing is to show for yourself. Don't make empty noises. Be yourself. Plan well and plan for the unplanned. If you have plan A, you can prepare a plan B. Be strong. Leave out of your comfort zone. Think long term. Be gregarious. Be happy with what you have. Enlighten your inner self. Believe in yourself. And that what prepares for the unexpected. With this, we come to end of the educational session. I thoroughly enjoyed being your Toastmaster of the day and look forward to such roles in future. And thank you to all my assignees for making this session successful and enjoyable. Now I hand over back to the presiding officer. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Don't you all feel that Toastmaster Rahul had done a great job today? Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Congratulations to all the winners of the evening. Toastmaster Nilofer, Madam Aisha, Toastmaster Arun Vasan, and the Toastmaster Shantireka. Congratulations once again. Now let us enter into the business session today. Our next meeting will be on the 24th of November, and it will be a joint meeting with the Global Toastmasters Club. Is anything else to be discussed? No?
No, we look, President, just we look forward to please come up with for the rules. Toastmaster of the day, generally valued, and all many rules are there. Let us have a great grand function or a function sort of meeting with our Global Toastmaster Club. That's from my side as acting VP for education.
I request each member of our club, please support our acting VP and please inform her which role you want to take up voluntarily. Thank you, Madam Shanti. Is anything else? Okay, here, having heard none. With this, I request everyone, please switch on your camera to have a group photograph, and I adjourn the meeting. Thank you.
Are we just waiting for you? Yeah. So you can do something like this, that victory sign, so that, you know. Oh, don't hide, man, complete. Yes. Yeah, it looks good. Once more. All right. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night,
Thank you,
everyone.
Madam Aisha, for
Good night,
joining our
everyone.
meeting.
Good night.
Thank you for
Madam
sending the
Nilofer.
invitation. Thank you, everyone.
It was a lovely
Thoroughly
session.
enjoyed.
Take care. Thoroughly enjoyed.
Madam Aisha, we are
Good
looking
night.
forward to join your meetings.
Yeah, inshallah. Sure, sure.
Yeah. It was a very insightful table topic.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you so much
really-
for the encouragement. And the topics chosen by Dr. Shanti were really worth speaking.
Good night. Many congratulations, Toastmaster Nilofer.